Okay, now let's take a look at drone valves. And drone valves essentially come in two different designs, or they function in two different ways. The first one we're going to look at are the airflow reducers. This one we've kind of touched on before is the octobuoy one that comes with the octobuoy system, or you can also get it separately. This area is hemped, put into the bottom of the drone stock from inside the bag, and you'll see there's a white cylinder, and there's also a little silver screw. That silver screw allows you to adjust the tension so that you can increase or decrease the amount of air pressure that you want to get to the drone. The only negative aspect of this is that it can quiet your drones. If you happen to have really loud drones, or maybe overly loud drones, that could be a benefit for you. This is the Shepard tone enhancer. Comes in a set of 3, and this area is hemped, put inside the bag into the bottom of your drone stock. It's also an airflow reducer, and inside of that we'll see that we have a piece of felt, and on the underneath side there's also a piece of felt that you probably can't see, but underneath that felt are alumina beads, and these alumina beads collect moisture. So it works doubly as a moisture control device. It does come with replacement, well, it doesn't come with it, but replacement alumina beads are available, as well as replacement felt and a recharge kit. Now, if you notice that you have moisture forming on your drones, you can just take them out, empty the alumina beads into a microwave-safe plate, and microwave it to evaporate the moisture that's built up inside the alumina beads. It is an airflow reducer. You cannot control the amount that it's reduced, but this really does do a very good job as well. Now, next we have a series of on-off valves. This one is the McCallum. You would hemp this area from inside the bag, put it into the bottom of the drone stock. In here you'll see that there is a little white valve, and connecting that white valve is an elastic string. Now, with this white disc on the other end, by bringing it further away from the body of the valve, you can make it take less air pressure, or by scooting it in further, you can make it take more air pressure. So it's an on-off valve, meaning that it's either completely shut and there's no air getting to it, or it's open and it's getting the full flow of air. This is the K valve. It's also an on-off valve. That little valve that I showed you on the other is inside the body of the K valve. This area is hemped, put inside, from inside the bag, you'd put it into the bottom of the drone stock. Instead of having the little white cylinder on the end that you just move, it has a screw feature which allows you to unscrew it to increase the tension, or to screw it in to decrease the tension. This is a very, very, very good valve as well. And lastly, what we'll show you is the Highland Inline drone valve. This is one that is essentially made to go with the Ross canister system. It's also a on-off valve, and with it you control the tension with an Allen wrench which is provided. And by turning it clockwise you tighten it, and counterclockwise you untighten it. Works exactly the same way as the K valve and the McCallum valve that we showed you. Now, where that hooks up, we'll show you right here. It connects from the hose to the diffuser lid on the canister. So if you need to make that adjustment, you would have this sitting vertical in your bag, and with the Allen wrench you would either tighten it or loosen it depending on what your needs are. The only negative aspect with the flapper valves is you do need to be careful. You can put it at a tension to where it's not quite open, not quite closed, and it can flutter, which creates a really stable or unstable environment for your drone reads, because it's opening and shutting very quickly. You probably just need to lessen the tension just a little bit to keep that from happening, but that's an easy fix.